Hydration Druid felt really strong today in the post-patch meta, and I managed to climb tons with it, almost the top 150 from 250 in about 16 games, and it was really consistent, really fun to play, super high value, and very hard to lose with it, honestly. So in this video I'm gonna give you a quick guide about the deck, talk about the mulligans, the win rates, as well as some general tips seeing how to play with and against this meta deck. So if you're serious about Hearthstone, drop a like and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget you can hire for some Hearthstone coaching, as well as check out my Hearthstone Metafy masterclasses. Now let's check out the deck.
You are not prepared!
Here's the variant I used, and it was super solid, but I do have some mental notes. For instance, Hydration Traveler might get cut for something a bit better than that, like Honesty and Innervate wouldn't hurt, the 2 mana gain 2 mana crystals might help you curve out quicker, that kind of deal, because a lot of the times the Hydration Traveler felt pretty empty to me. But we have a couple of Arcanite Revelations, pretty nice turn 1 for you to draw. No matter if it's a spell or not, you're still going to be drawing on turn 1, which is more than most of your plays on turn 1. And if it actually does land on your ramp, you can also ramp on turn 2, both with Malfurion's Gift and with New Heights. Hitting a Crystal Cluster like that can be massive. Sleep Under the Stars makes it unnerved, basically. Getting a turn 3 Oaken can be amazing. All around, you get the idea. And also getting your Frost Lotus like that can be pretty nice, so you can actually get it a turn early. Cactus Construct is your other potential turn 1 play, and it's pretty decent because it also covers your turn 2 play, because a lot of the times you just hero power on those turns. And you can get some pretty good high rolls, like the Nerubian eggs, like the other new egg, Talnos for card draw, Loot Hoarder, that kind of deal. Greedy Partner, and all sorts of other different things, like some Discover, some Cult Neophytes. Pretty flexible stuff. You can't really ask for consistency out of it, but usually there always is something good in it. And worst case scenario, you still got a 1/1 and a 2-drop afterwards as well, so can't complain too much. Couple of Malfurion's Gift, mostly for ramp, sometimes for swipe, and surprisingly a lot of the times actually for gain armor, because there's plenty of combo decks out there nowadays, so you're definitely no stranger to gaining armor with this one, so don't always just waste it as ramp, especially if you don't really need it. Couple of Frost Lotus Seedlings, pretty nice card draw and armor gain for your early turns. Cycles your deck nicely, and it's also an amazing spell to repeat through Mista Vista, so it's definitely pretty nice, especially if you get it early in your hand, so it starts blossoming. Couple of New Heights, self-explanatory. You can even gain, technically even 22 mana in a game with the help of Mista Vista, but that never happens. But it's definitely something to think about. Hydration Travelers, they're here to actually draw out your Arcanite Defense Crystals, or your Unkiliacs, nothing else in them. So sometimes they definitely did feel a little bit empty, but it makes your Arcanite Defense Crystals and Unkiliaxes a lot more consistent, so there's that, and it's also decent to do it in your early turns, but if you don't draw it in the first few turns, it doesn't feel that amazing later, even though it could be pretty massive getting yourself a 7 mana Unkiliax, so maybe it's not that bad in the deck, honestly. You have a couple of Arcanite Defense Crystals, those are the only Starship pieces in here, you're not even running Exodar. But the cool thing about these Arcanite Defense Crystals is they give you plenty of armor, so you are going to be able to stack a lot. And you also actually get to launch a Starship that gives you 12 armor like that, and also you get to revive it a bunch of times with the help of a Hydration Station, and you could even make it even bigger, either with Hydration Station before you launch it, or with the help of Carnivorous Cubicle. But honestly, the Cubicle can be used in all sorts of different ways, including on the launch Starship, including on your Unkiliacs, all sorts of different cool stuff. So it could be pretty big like that. Oaken Summons, pretty nice, gains you tons of armor like that, while giving you a big 4-drop or 3-drop taunt, so a pretty nice way for you to thin out the deck, and also another great spell to actually repeat with the help of Mista Vista, so there's that too. The Cubicle, like I said, you can use it on the Arcanite Defense Crystal against faster matchups. You could even use it on Unkiliax, so you get 2 of them. You could use it on the Starship after you've launched it. It could be pretty good like that. So yeah, definitely decent inclusion. We have an MC tech in here. Plenty of people go above 3 minions nowadays, and usually one of those minions is pretty big, like a Titan, like a big taunt, that kind of deal. So MC tech definitely felt nice. Mista Vista, pretty massive in here. We're not really running anything mage related if I'm not mistaken here, but you are still getting plenty of value out of it, like repeating your Hydration Station can be brutal, repeating the Oaken Summons, the New Highs, the Frost Lotus, Arcanite gives you extra card draw. Sleep can be kind of clunky because it picks randomly for you, so if you get unlucky it could draw 6, and if your hand is full you're gonna burn tons. But usually the rule is you expect it to draw 2 cards out of the Sleep Under the Stars randomly, because that is supposed to be the RNG at least. You have also crystal clusters that can get repeat by this, and that's usually gonna give you a bunch of taunts. And if you are facing a lot of aggro, I wouldn't be against adding some Rising Waves in here instead of something else, so you can actually repeat those through Mista Vista as well. Could be pretty nice. You also repeat random choices from Malfurion's Gift, so you could get random things out of it. Like if you picked it for a ramp, you are gonna get the ramp spell active, but it's also gonna choose a random one out of these for you, so that can also make your hand clunky, so consider this as card draw basically. And you definitely want to be timing how much cards you're going to be drawing through this thing so you don't overdraw too much. Couple of crystal clusters, pretty awesome for you to actually ramp nice and quick, but it can also be used for you to gain a bunch of taunts on the board. It's definitely not something you're against. And in certain cases, at 10 mana, you could even play crystal cluster first and then you hide, so you can actually get 3 taunts and then ramp up, so you can gain a bunch of mana that way, instead of just filling up the crystals instantly. It's usually better to get the bodies on the board. Kill Jaden can be pretty nice in the deck, like if you're against Boom Boss, for instance, Kill Jaden totally negates the bombs. If you're against Plagues, you're never gonna draw a Plague, because Kill Jaden makes them, is just everything demons. You can't really shuffle anything into the deck, you just have demons in there, you can't top deck anything else. So he could be a pretty nice fuck you card against those type of decks, but you also find yourself plenty of times of actually finishing off your deck and starting to take fatigue damage, so Kill Jaden is definitely something to look forward to like that. And honestly, I feel like this could be an ETC instead, like Kill Jaden into an ETC instead could feel a little bit better, and that way you could include other interesting tech cards in the ETC, like for instance, we thought about maybe considering including a Brewmaster in the deck, so you can actually bounce your Ceaseless Expanse. 0 mana 15/15 that clears the entire board can be absolutely massive that way. And I feel getting a copy of this would be amazing. Like even Zola actually would probably feel better, so you can actually stick that 15 on the board that way. Yeah, it's definitely something to think about. If you're going to be including an ETC in the deck, I think Kill Jaden is the card you put into the ETC and pick if you only need it. But you can also slap in a Zola and who knows what else, maybe a Speaker Stomper or something, because plenty of combo decks are fucking you that way. Couple of Hydration Stations, they're gonna be reviving you, usually Arcanite Defense Crystal, your Unkiliax, as well as the launched Starship if you've already launched it, because it's gonna be 8 mana usually. But you could also revive, instead of the Arcanite Defense Crystal, you could be reviving the INR Idiots or the 5 mana Crystal Cluster Idiots. Which is still not that bad. The main purpose is so you can get Unkiliax back and the Starship back. The 5-drop or 4-drop you get is not that big a deal. And the cool thing is you could be repeating these through Mista Vista as well, and in some cases you just play Hydrations for an Arcanite Defense Crystal and a Tortolon Traveler, just so you can actually get a bigger Starship on the board. It might not be the worst idea in the world, as long as Mista Vista is going to be repeating them. We have the nerfed Sleep Under the Stars here, still as good as ever, obviously a little bit less good, but still pretty amazing. You usually draw with it, you could find yourself gaining a bunch of armor with it, or, you know, refreshing, obviously. Definitely a staple card for the Druid class. Unkiliax, obviously Virus module plus a Perfect module, fits pretty well in the deck. You could even Carnivorous Cubicle on it, so you can get a second one, like you get a 4/1 Rush Divine Shield that way after you've attacked with the first one. And at the end of the turn, you're gonna get another one, fully fresh with the Reborn and everything. Could be pretty nice and also pretty good repeated with Hydration. INR, still pretty amazing. You basically get to do a lot of extra things in the turn with the help of her. And if you actually have 16 mana through the help of New Heights, you are refreshing back to 16 that way. So that could be a massive turn for you. You usually use her firstly for a refresh, second maybe for heal or for card draw if you need it, but there's usually not a second. Yeah, still pretty amazing. Usually you use it for removal. You could also use it to steal the opponent's Unkiliax. You can steal the opponent's Starship if you see one, that kind of deal, or you can obviously just force them into each other. And lastly, you have the Ceaseless Expanse, a pretty amazing high tempo, high impact card like that, like 0 mana 15/15 that clears everything else, can be pretty broken, especially against things like Libram Pallies and such, so definitely don't sleep on it, as honestly nobody is, like everybody's playing this thing basically if they can. Matchup wise, we don't have stats just yet, maybe if we look at some similar decks, but it's gonna be anyone's guess. I guess this one is somewhat similar. It used to be good before the patch, and now should be even better. Not that amazing against super high aggro decks like Elemental Mage, but it really felt amazing against most of the other things. As for the mulligan, here's what people are holding on to. Going first and second, you're always going to want to be looking for a New Heights, for a Malfurion's Gift. Cactus is fine, Arcanite is great, Oaken Summon's pretty nice, Frost Lotus in the starting hand can be great. Arcanite Defense Crystal could also be a straight up hold on to, but if you already have Oaken Summons, might as well put this fish back in the sea. Mista Vista can be pretty nice, even though you want to be curving out into it if you're going first, and you don't want to be using it against faster matchups, so there's that. Tortolon Traveler can also be a good keep, as long as you don't have Oaken Summons, but honestly, even with Oaken Summons, he's fine here, I guess. As for On the Coin, pretty much a lot of the same stuff. Yeah, it's really the same deal. Here, even MC Tech is something of a consideration, but honestly, I'd never hold on to it straight up like that. All around, that's it for the deck. Definitely not cheap, but very, very fun to play if you're in for some, if you enjoy some super high stats, some super high armor gains. It's really gains tons. With the help of the Starship nonsense. And yeah, it was just very enjoyable. I don't know, decks like this are usually pretty enjoyable to me. Maybe it's just me though. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the guide. Now let's check out some of the games on my road to 150 with it. Hope you enjoy. Okay, that's a nice turn one. Honestly, I like the whole thing, don't I? 1 RAM, that's for sure, but that's a 1, that's a 2. Sure, I'ma curve it. Holding on to those, not that bright idea with the Oaken Summons though. Okay, that's a pretty high roll. Plays around Prismatic Beam. Couple of ball sacks on the board, ain't nothing wrong with that. Despite positioning tips, I cannot resist to put the shaft in the middle, guys. Like, can't blame me for putting the shaft in the middle. Such a child. I'm so innocent, right? Despite positioning tips. I'ma go like that. It's pretty disgusting. I'ma shaft ya. Okay. This guy should be pretty miserable after I'm done with him. That thing's gonna be spitting that tank for quite a while now. Unless he does something drastic. Yeah. This guy's not having fun. Okay, well, he did indeed do some drastic bad. Sag. Saginess. Jiraxus. This thing's gonna keep on buffing him. Sad. Well, let's just play the long game. Yeah. He did have to waste his Librum of Divinity, so that ain't too bad. One less of those to worry about, until the Adrin comes into play at least. Okay. Let's get this guy involved. Could kill the 6/5 with gain 4 plus, or just... No, I actually can't. Fuck that. Let's just get this thing out. Poke a little. Some of that poker face action. Would be nice if we had some good taunts involved for this hydration. Maybe if we top deck a good taunt, that'd be nice, like a Celiax. I might actually just plop this starship next turn so we can do it again. Why the hell does this thing not run Exodar? Is it an overkill or something? It's already a triple starship, 9/12. Probably launching it so that we can fit in a hydration station before this thing runs out. He went fast there, I could have stolen. There's my Celiax, but it's not playable. If I draw up 2 more. I'm gonna refresh twice and get that card draw of him. I feel unfortunate to have witnessed this. Big man. I can either steal that or get an Hydration Station in, and I do believe Hydration Station should get involved here. Yogg, however, it has to be the hydration, man. Because that's gonna get a repeat next turn anyway, so we are gonna be able to do the big Yogg play or mind control play. Jesus, man. Quite the greedy stuff here going on. A lot of greedy shit. Hope I don't overdraw too much here, because we did play the Sleep Under. Honestly, we shouldn't be drawing more than 2 cards with it on average, but Hearthstone does not believe in averages. Shitrack. It's a lot of LeBrons. LeBron James. That's a lot of damage. That was a little bit shit. Still would have liked to get at least a little bit of draw. So does this thing have rush as is? Fuck it, I'm still gonna yog it. Zeliax is also somewhat eyed, but not eyed enough. Got us in the first half, not gonna lie. Oh god. Am I okay with this? Not super okay, but okay enough, I guess. What's fucking happening, bro? What is this game, dude? What is this game, bro? Bloody unbelievable. From Liadrin to Lynessa. Game is struggling, dude. Would have been nice if that was a full clear, because now he gets to slap it with all them buffs. Yeah, I've heard the game resolves single animation at a time or something, so that probably makes some sense, I don't even know. Scheiße. I can steal the tenor. Sounds a bit right. This shit did not get all of those evolves, all of those star shit pieces. Sage.
I bestow these gifts upon the world. The virtue of the wild.
Engaging TC-130, mental dislocator.
Serve or die.
I'm gonna leave him off the board so he cannot actually abuse the buffs and shit. And I'm gonna use this right now. Ain't nobody got time for that, I guess. Could have done that before, but it is what it is. Okay.
My hand is totally full. I have little time.
Reporting for duty.
Guess the game's gonna be slow as shit like that for the rest of it. Still have a board here, so I don't want a ceaseless, do I? More shit for my starship is not the worst. It's not the best either. I'd rather get the card draw in so we can go for kill Jaden maybe. Does have his small shit in there, so he will take care of that. In a big way. Yeah, the Tiger's plushies definitely fit into the deck nicely, don't they?
Reporting for duty.
Guess this is kind of worth the ceaseless in it. Well, his hand's on the table, so let's have one more minion in there. Wonder what that is. Maybe it's a Lynessa. He already played Liadrin, that is what I was trying to say. See this first. Could actually do this first, see if I get Hydration Station. I do, so I can Zilliax into it. But no, I'm gonna just do this and temple the living shit out of him.
And I will bring this
Gotta push hard, you know? I don't care for the rest of this deck, so next turn I'm gonna kill Jaden and then start drawing.
Enemies of nature, beware!
This is your
Thanks, man. Okay, maybe I could have... No, I couldn't have done that faster, because hydration was deep inside. Deep inside. Yeah, what the fuck happened here indeed. Maybe if I went for gain armor, but I think he had way too much damage there. Can try my luck with Arcanine Revelation here for ramp. This is 80 with the arena battle. What are you doing there, dude? Still see what's in here. No egg. Rigged. I guess it's something. Haven't seen Dungar Druid lately. Not sure why. But so far this has been looking kinda saucy. Okay, 5 mana, that thing ain't bad.
I raise, you fold.
Enemies of nature, beware!
They're probably still pretty decent, Sasho. They're still probably pretty good. Okay, so it's asteroid bullshit. Live the full life. Can gain a good amount of mana here, but also taking a good amount of beating. Mr. Vista again. I've been awfully consistent with that at least, but I don't know, dude. I'm gonna gain it. It's not like I'm gonna get a much bigger breathing room than this, so... Next turn could be Mr. Arcanite. Turn after we can do some INR bullshit. Haven't seen New Heights at all. I mean, what's the point of do Bloodlust instead of Nostalgia? You just do the same. You can choose one or the other, so... This is looking awfully scary. Nothing a Bloodlust can't fix. Awfully scary. Could get a couple of taunts out of this, but... Should I roll the dice with Mista? Should I call him Mista, guys? No, I'm gonna call him Mista.
The best you come from the hardest time.
Do they normally run the gift? We're about to find out. Guess it ain't Bloodlust. What is it then? What's this then? Okay, time to flood the board ourselves. Stop. When did he shuffle 10 fucking asteroids, bro? Jesus, this guy.
I bestow these gifts upon the world. The virtue of the wild.
Could go swipe on the spell damage. I could also get with a bunch of taunts. If I get spell damage out of this. Cult Neophyte, you say? Cult Neophyte might help.
Muzzle their magic.
Time waits for no one.
Might it? Maybe not. I'll go with this still. Because if the 5/7 lives, that'd be huge. Fuck. Misses me with that shit. Could be free damage though. Could be triangulate. Sucks to be that guy. Yet I smile. Okay.
The magic of life.
I'm gonna drop the Cult Neophyte here.
Muzzle their magic.
I think we're out of the problematic zone. Yeah, winnable. What do you mean winnable? We totally won this. Now we're getting all of that shit back. Oh, this thing repeats, reminds me what I actually have in there now. That's nice. How's it going, Serpinski? Okay, can still get some massive shit. Like Incendious and crap.
Wrangling whelps is harder than it looks.
Make some room.
Stop and smell the
If
flower.
I draw cards, still the rest of my deck. I could burn, but I could also not care. Yeah, kill Jaden in here, so who cares about that? There's another New Heights. Let's see what's in that. Okay. Nerf Wind Blizzard. Okay, so now it's either gonna be Incendious or... Oh, right. It's either gonna be Incendious or this thing, Bowlight Behemoth. Yeah, Tracker has been up in their game. Okay, Bowlight it is. Given we're gonna have some absolutely massive boards against this guy, I don't think he's gonna be capable of kill us with all of that armor gain and crap. It's a lot of asteroides. This guy has a lot of roids, guys. Dude should use a cream or something. Sick burn, yeah, thanks. This is the first time we're gonna hear INR swing. Yikes, Valley. Yeah, that was okay. Out of the cards left in my deck, I don't care about much of anything, so maybe it's time for us to start blasting with Kill Jaden. Some of that Kill JJ action. I still have Hydration in there, which is kinda aight. If I launch the ship and eat a dick, that might be aight. Let's hear how INR attacks first.
Self detests you.
Nature itself detests you, damn son. Who hurt you? Eat that ship. Ain't gonna eat itself. Some assembly required. Damn it, Ikea.
Time waits for no one.
Fuck, 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 fuck.
And smell the flower.
Close enough, I guess. Stop it, man, that tickles. The cube can also be known as Neo. Ain't no dodging that.
How enigmatic.
Can't dodge this. Some proper Yager action. The Jagermeister. Okay, I can draw a couple of cards. Let's start with this.
I have seen creation, and I
Destruction.
destruction.
I seek destruction, guys. Destruction is what I seek. There you go, Foo. Enjoy. Is this still a similar board, Volley? "18 mana does that to a man, don't it?" Come on, Herdirt. Good luck with that. Fuck Ceaseless in particular.
I raise, you fold.
Order, daddy. He tickles my pickle, guys. That Amber. I like that. I can also steal. I'm gonna steal his Dalnos.
Engaging TC-130 into dislocator.
All forms of life will be
Do have a good amount of damage, believe it or not. I'm cog blocking with that. Okay, used to that. Okay, is he gonna start blasting with Incendious? Yeah, perhaps. He's addicted to the rock thing. Don't rage quit on me now. Come on, Rocky. Rocky Balboa over there. Thanks, man. Uh-oh, mister. Was that involved in the plans or nah? Funny. That was miserable now, wasn't it? 2 free foe. Hunter. Surely it's gonna be Discover action. Think we should be able to recover. Oh man, this hand is nutty. Oh my goodness, this hand is... I could put a finger on... I could put a finger on this ring. Jesus. It's supposed to be could put a ring on this hand, but... You get it, you get it. Here for the music. You know it, ASM. You know it. Might have to coin that thing so we do this thing turn after, and this thing turn after that. Okay, I'm into stealing. We got the Man of Steel, guys. The Man of Steel. The Man of Steel himself. Here for the beard remove.
Lush wilds and
Gonna have to work for that.
this could be our
Top 5 decks so far? Bold of you to assume I've played 5 decks already. Oh man, wanted to be the other guy. Close enough. Discover Hunter was nice, Libram Pally seems nice, but not the one I played, I'd assume. Ah, shit, dude. Hmm. Celiax in the house. New objective. So you gonna give this shit the death rattles? Please don't. Just don't. Top 3 then. Discover Hunter. This druid feels nice. And honestly, only the Libram Paladin worked for me last night, so that's the 3 decks I've played personally, and they worked. In top legends, shit like Sonya Rogue and Nature Shaman are working well, but they are far from standard decks. God damn it. Ice would fuck me over completely. I'm gonna just steal the 5/4 for now, it's nice and well statted. It'll do. One mana discover a 2-drop, you not only discover it, you also get it on the board, so you need a little bit early game, you know? That basically gets your turn 1 and turn 2 set, and you get to find your ramp further. Like, you get to do stuff till you can find your ramp kind of deal, you know? Yeah, sure thing, Levy, go get him. Okay, he's playing the control game, not sure where he thinks that's gonna lead to. I think this is as much breathing room as I'll ever get, so let's do this, and next turn I and our Celiax fucks him over. Could make a massive damage board here, like this, but not that massive, because he only has room for a single idiot, so that's only like +6 damage, +5 even. Ora silly, do your thing.
I bestow these gifts upon the world.
Do I even want to crack this open? I'm only gonna be able to ramp. Not sure I need it for ramp anymore. But that. Let's gain a little bit of armor and do the refresh thing.
Time waits for no one.
Well, this is gonna be ending to be a lot bigger than the other tank, so this is the choice. haven't seen it in a while, Levy. It's been a while since I've seen it. I think it's somewhere behind me or something. The big D's behind me.
Finding. No one's going to believe this.
Next turn I can revive it. Draw a bunch.
Finding.
You mean sleep under the stars? It is 8 mana. Wait, what do you mean? What is this rain you speak of? She lived a full life. Basically tanked the whole thing now, didn't it? Well, no need for me to attack here. Still got a testicle. Okay. I'm actually happy that thing turned out to be that. No ceaseless. Rigged. And I ain't attacking. Yeah. Let alone the second one. If I top deck Mista Vista, that'd be pretty brutal, but not really, because I still won't be able to do it because of that Ice Tang. Agromar. I got aggro. Poor guy. Poor guy. Would not want to be in his shoes. Oh no. Should I draw a bunch? I'm gonna be left with 4 mana. Draw a bunch. There's the Mista, there's the Ceaseless. I'm actually gonna involve Mista here. Destruction. That's mildly annoying, but nothing to worry about. He only needs like 10 more of those rats to get me over, so I'll allow it.
No one's going to believe this.
We're not looking for anything in particular out of the 2-drops, man. It's just a 2-drop, and you could high roll with things like Gold Banner, like Nerubian Egg, like the other egg. Plenty of good stuff. The Talnos is in there. Greedy Loot Hoarder, that is. Plenty of good 2-drops. Yeah, there's a 2/6 in there. And in the end of the day, it's a 1 mana, something on the board that gives you something to do on turn 2, which is more than we could ask for. Definitely curves you out a lot better with than without it. Do I want another Ceaseless? Kinda do. Kinda do, man. $102? Oh no. Heard it out. Yeah, plays for days, guys. Plays for days. That was fun, but not for him. Let's dip under 200.
I will fight with honor. Cenarius, guide me to victory.
Yeah, it's pretty nice, Rob. Robo-Wolf. Okay, that's insane. That's kind of insane. Double Frost Lotus, a little bit on the heavy end, but definitely well worth it in it. Hand buff. Yeah, original. I'm gonna coin out the new height so I can do this on 3, this on 4, this on 5, that kind of deal. Never mind. They hurt us, guys. There you go, discounted ramp. Yeah, always has been Valley. These insanesies. Okay. We'll allow that. Ceaseless Expanse and Yagg are gonna come in handy on this one, that's for sure.
Turn down that racket.
Dude gets every single counter card, dude. And we're still playing. Piss off. Piss off. When is he gonna start hand buffing, yeah? Yeah, Tech Pally. He's a technician. Jesus, dude, stop it. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, nobody had time for that. May I have a crumb of Zilly? 33% chance for a Zillium. A crumb of Zilly, please.
You're gonna love
Jesus, dude, stop it. Guess he can't use it again. That's no Zilly. Fuck. 33% chance to fuck him over, didn't fuck him over. Sad. This gives me Zilly guaranteed out of that.
Stop and smell the flowers.
Think we win? Keep on playing with his feelings. Problem is he can use that. That's a big one, +5. Amidas off the top would be absolute dog ass. I'm at 23. No Amidas, let's fucking go. Got him good. Okay, that's kind of shitty, but good enough. Would have been nice if we had MC Tech in the mix, but not really. What would that do? I'm gonna heal for 8. So I'm at 15. He's gonna attack with a couple of these, couple of these. Shit, man, it's one-off lethal for him. It's legit one-off lethal for him. I do have the Arcanite and the 1/5 in there if I play a Hydration, but that's not the play, is it? Definitely gotta live one turn with this thing. Come on, dude, don't get the weapon. The weapons and the metas kill me. So does Leroy. Okay, let's fucking go. Actually, what the fuck am I talking about? That was never happening. Leroy still fucks me though. Weapons one off. If he had it, he would have played it the other way around. Oh my goodness. Jesus, dude, we fucking did the impossible. Get fucked. Barely, dudes, barely. Jesus. The dude decked his little ass off there, didn't he? He didn't do a single hand buff. Michael. If you guys have any other burning desires for me to try today, do let me know. I'm all up for that shit. Okay, this guy should be some Zarimi or Cole's Priest bullshit. I can see myself turn 2 ramp, turn 3 ramp, turn 4 this, turn 5 that. Might be a bit on the slow side, but I'ma like it. Plate Breaker next year. Nobody's gonna run it. Maybe in an ETC, but even that's a long shot. Okay, 1-drop. Let's fucking go. That in, bruh. Turn 1. Getting nice and discounty for the turn 4 Mista. Tech cards. What is that even? Exactly. Exactly.
Relax your mind.
Yep. Some of that Cole's Pain Priest. With the 2-mana funnel cake, they're not as scary.
Witness true arcane.
I mean, if he just floats that like that, maybe I just swipe it, you know? I'ma swipe it. Surely that's gonna hurt him. And there's my cat.
Witness true
Oh man,
arcane magic.
I'm taking a beating here though. I don't think I could afford to drop. What's his face here? Yeah, I gotta get some of that armor now, don't I? Could silence my guy, so going that route might be wrong too. Let's see what's in here. If I ramp, I have 7 mana next turn. Yeah, I'm a ramp. Nothing to do really next turn, but the turn after maybe. Hmm. That would have hurt. Oh, really? Definitely felt very good in it, though.
Steam soothes the old bone.
MC Tech would like to know his location. That ain't it. Damn, that's a lot of damage, Chief. That's a lot of damage. Really hope he doesn't have the silence, because if he does, I'm in danger. Should I still look in this thing? What's that gonna do anyway? Maybe one extra armor is the better play still. Bitch, but it could be a silly.
Smell the flower.
I'm in danger. Yeah, it really was. It really was, Jake. Okay, there's the silly though. I think we are saved again. Barely. Yeah, that's the last time I keep this guy against a priest. Definitely was a fat bait now, wasn't he? He was a fat masturbator. Masterful. No, 2-6. Rigged. With the pupil, nothing really to do just yet. Honestly, they're all kind of whatever. I don't know, I'm gonna grab the pupil, the others are kind of whatever. I got a cactus. Let's see now. Shit. Fucking shit, bro. Fucking shit. So close. So close until it wasn't. Yeah, totally countered. Lame. Lame. Well, that was fun now, wasn't it? I think that's gonna be for tonight as well. 5 hours strong for a bonus stream, I think that'll do it. Definitely climbed nice and big. Ended up 11-5 with this deck, so hella strong from 251 to down to 163. Take those any day.